Guys, we can't save in here. Also, hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Octopath Traveler postgame. We can't save. That's a problem. I guess we're in it to the end then. I was gonna totally save and just listen to the last episode to make sure everything was okay with audio. Shit. Alright, cool. Well, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's probably fine. I mean, we don't need these. You know what, though? Is it this one? Oh, that wouldn't be too bad. Where is it? Is it? No, that's Sorcerer. I could try for BP. What the hell was BP either? What class was that? That was like, that's Starseer? I think that was Starseer. Where the hell is Starseer? There. It is BP. You need 3 skills. So what? That is... what do we need? We need to buy 4 skills, right? That's 8,000? I think we have enough. So you come over here. Where the hell's Starseer? That's Dancer. You can become a Dancer if you really want to, but I need Starseer. Where the hell is Starseer? There. So come over here. Sure, why not? Never gonna use it. Never gonna use it. There. Booyah. And you can go back to being a Rune Lord. Then down here... yeah. So, BP Eater. What's boosted start? Oh, 1 additional. That's not too bad. I think that's all I want right now. For you? Oh, you know what really we should look into as well? Probably like surpass power. I feel like she would be good to have that in terms of her breaking the damage limits with the Rune Lord. I could be wasting some JP, but at the same time, don't you judge me. Saving Grace is pretty good. Inner Strength, fine. Yeah, get rid of that. Sure. All right, let's fight you. Oh, it's a tiger. Hi. Oh, lethal poison, huh?
I am ready.
Sure. Are you weak to... What are you weak to? We fought you before. Yeah, of course we fought him before. We fought all these guys before. Lightning? No, that's lightning.
Tonight was Chimera.
No. Okay.
I'll do my best.
Oh my god, she's still a warrior. Oh. Well. Oh well.
Here I go.
Transfer. Shit.
Feel the power. What next?
That's kind of hilarious, to be quite honest.
Better than a snare.
I mean, it's not hilarious. It's actually kind of really bad.
I am ready.
But at the same time, it's kind of hilarious. It's weak to fire. Okay, that's great. Are you weak to bow as well? You are. Okay, thank God.
Well then.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. That was probably stupid of me. To say the least. Get fire on, everyone.
Fire. Coming.
Sure. Go ahead and just, I guess, attack. Hey, that's not too bad. And then you can attack that. Oh, awful. Much better.
I am ready.
And then you can attack here. We need the SP, but we'll wait. Oh, beautiful.
What is coming?
And then you can just go all out with this.
Windhill, fight with us.
God, I love this move. I need better weapons. That's so pitiful.
Well,
Fantastic. Not as much as it could be, but still fantastic.
sorcery.
Ow. Okay. So attack there. It's dead. We should probably totally transform Ophelia back to her lovely scholar. Just to get the extra elemental attack. And also, like, totally not... I just don't want her as a goddamn... warrior. This is just my bad. There you go. That was kind of hilarious. Might be able to buy more stuff soon. I don't know what other traits I would want on Hanet, to be quite honest. She's good where she's at. I would not mind at all getting like all these stuff on these two, because her special attack is all elemental based, right? And as a scholar, actually, to be quite honest, elemental edge is probably all she needs, right? To get an even bigger boost. Because she probably does not need elemental aid. Like, her damage... She's a healer one. I know she's a scholar also. She's a healer one, but the damage from her basic attack with the Rune Lord is fantastic, so maybe elemental edge there. Also, lore time! From the diary of Graham Crossford, part of the first. Grave tidings reached me as I was passing through Victor's Hollow. In my travels, my beloved's condition had worsened. I knew my journey must be brought to a swift conclusion, lest it be too late in the end. I made up my mind to sail across the verdant deep. The final ingredient I required was the pinion of an ogre eagle, the most fearsome beast in the sky. What about dragons? Are they not the most fearsome beast in the sky? They're said to make their home in the forest of Ruba, beyond the vast Emerald Sea. When I arrived at the harbor, there was only one ship to be found. It was a grand one, no mistaking that, but the captain was none other than Leon Bastrel. I recognized him at once, of course. Who could travel these lands without hearing a tale or 10 of the dread pirate captain? The very mention of whose name would set even the bravest sailor's heart pounding and palms sweating. Yet I found the man himself to be quite different from the one spoken of in legend. Captain Leon Bastrel stood at the helm of a merchant trader, which was preparing to hoist sail at the very moment I came upon it. I told him of my haste and implored that he let me aboard. I'm afraid I don't let just anyone board my ship, he told me, and I felt as though I were being put to some kind of test. It was clear that this was a man who did not easily place his trust in others. My coin purse was impoverished as my hopes. I held out the only thing of value I could offer, my journal. This is the most valuable of my possessions, I explained. Within it, you will find a record of every region of this vast continent, every town I had visited, every path I have tread. Surely such knowledge is worth the trouble of having one more body aboard your ship for this voyage. After all, what need had I of such a log then? My journey was nearly over. All that remained was to attain the final ingredient and hasten home to my beloved side. Captain Leon gave me a boisterous laugh and gestured me onto his ship with a grin. You had me believe the leaves of that old book are more valuable than the leaves in my coffers? You must have had quite the journey. I wouldn't mind hearing about it, as you swap my decks. As his ship tossed about the stormy seas, my thoughts drifted ahead of the winds to where my wife awaited me. I could see her face in my mind so clearly that it felt as though it was only minutes ago that we parted, not countless moons. I prayed that the flame would guide me back to her while that gentle smile still graced her lips. It's almost finished at last, my love. Pray wait for me just a little longer. I know not what become of my journal since I parted ways with Captain Leon, but looking back, I am relieved that it left my hands when it did. Surely it is better that my final entry ended with some traces of hope, rather than the bitter pain I would eventually find at the journey's end. Okay. Next! And I heal.
Time for the main event.
Not fully, but we're fine. Okay, you!
I'm ready.
You're weak to light, right? Oh no, were you weak to fire? No, or ice. Yeah, let's try light.
Lux Conjurer.
It's light. Always light. Compression! Screw you, dog! Ow.
My turn now.
Let's see. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Could summon this townsperson for fun. Can heal? We don't really. Yeah, let's just heal. Oh no! We need a. Yeah. Yeah.
What next?
And sure, you can like stab him. Yeah, with a sword. Beautiful.
Let's do this.
And then you can transfer. We need 2 turns for this, right? I forgot.
I am ready.
But we could break him.
Lux Conjurer.
Beautiful. I should just take off that elemental aid thing then. That
Coming.
might be affecting the spell though. Not spell, but like the weapon charge maybe.
Windhield, fight with us.
Maybe? It's doing a ton of damage. Like I can't really
I'll not be defeated.
be mad about it, yeah? Give you 2 more. Why not?
What?
And give everyone light.
Light.
Because we know he's weak to it.
Well then.
And then you can whack-a-mole. Beautiful.
I am ready.
Then you can whack-a-mole with your dagger. Oh my god.
Here I
Yeah,
go.
also you. You need surpassing power.
Holding back. Windhield, fight with us.
We'll work on that next with her, I think. Yeah.
The hunt endeth.
Level ups, that saves me some healing items. Maybe we'll switch the party around for next, the bottom row. From the records of Lord Werner of Riverford, Hornburg will fall. I still remember her smile as she said the words. It was a score of years ago now, mayhaps more. A simple sellsword I was then when she came to me with a sackful of leaves and a dark promise in her eyes. She knew as well as I did that I had far greater aspirations than selling my sword for coin. But coin would have to be a start, and what a start she offered me. Not only the leaves to free me from another man's employ, but as much as I asked for to invest in my plot and establish the connections I would need. The life I'd always dreamed of was finally in my grasp. I could use her to get all that I have ever wanted. Or so I had thought. And so I took the girl up on her offer and began my plot to bring down an entire kingdom. I would need men if I were to accomplish anything, so I created my own sellsword company, the Black Brotherhood, I called them. A little edgy, I know, but still. I spent 3 years doing nothing but gathering information on Hornburg. Then, using what I had learned, I began to systematically remove any obstacle that might stand in my way. I used the girl's connection to make my company of sellswords very much in demand in Hornburg. I took the worst of the lot, those with no scruples and nowhere else to go, and made them out to be bandits and thieves. I set these villains to attacking the borders of Hornburg, and then my Black Brotherhood would turn them back. It was quite the performance. Other armies didn't stand a chance at beating us to the side of each battle. The skirmishes all took place far from the heart of Hornburg. We knew ahead of time exactly where they would happen. Since the foes we faced in those battles were in fact our own men, it was an easy feat to give the appearance of crushing defeat. Though this farce, the Black Brotherhood won the hearts of the people living in those borderlands. Ingraining myself with the families of these borderlands, I used their introductions to buy trust among many powerful houses of Hornburg. The tale of the Black Brotherhood had spread throughout the realm by then, and I used the woman's money to freely strengthen my ties to the powerful men within Hornburg and without. Still, King Alfred was well beloved by his people and his bannermen. It would be no simple feat to win their hearts away from him. In which case, things would become much easier if he simply were not in the picture. Hornburg would not last long without the people's love for their liege binding them together, and so my eyes landed on Earhart, who held a bitter hatred of the king within him. I had him appointed as a member of the king's own guard, so that he could be in the perfect position to do the deed. All that remained to do was give Earhart the chance that he was all too eager to seize. Mixing lies and truth, I lit a fire among this strong young warrior I befriended. I could spout any lie, it would not have mattered. Humans care little for facts. Right? They believe what they want to believe. In the end, it took me just 12 short years to bring Hornburg to ruin. And after the kingdom fell, I decided that the time had come to settle my account with that woman. I disbanded my company, having no more need for sellswords, and used the riches I had accumulated to buy myself the lands and stature that would see me through my remaining days. To tell the honest truth, this was not easy. I could have gained even more had I remained at the woman's side. She could provide me with wealth and power beyond any human's wildest dreams. But to pursue this any further would be madness. Perhaps I was already mad, to serve so long at her beck and call to bring down a kingdom. She was beautiful, there can be no doubt of that, but did I desire her even for a moment? No, for within that attractive trapping was evil, pure evil, intent on bringing humanity to ruin. If a man dared touch any part of it, his own flesh would rot and fall away. Like literally? She was a lethal poison? Wait, like literally? She was a witch. And so I cut myself off from her entirely and did not look back. Funny though, is it not? In the end, I could not escape her. She brought about my ruin, so as surely as if I had indulged in her poisonous touch. For in the end, just as I fell in Hornburg, it was Hornburg's last night who laid me low. Do I want to switch party? I don't want to get rid of Hanet. I'm not getting rid of Primrose. I know I can switch her out, but she's the main character in my tale. Bring Therian in, which would make Hanet even stronger. I do need to buy some seals for Elfin to give him a secondary job class. You're not wrong. I don't know. I don't really... Ulrich is a thief, you're right. But still, he looks so goddamn cool. You know what? I don't want to change just yet. I actually want to try something. I want to see if this is having a massive effect on... Sure, augmented elements. Why not? I want to see if Elemental Aid is having effect on... the rune skills. Speaking of which, let's come over here to you and buy you some suppressing power. Not suppressing, that's different. That's really different. There you go. Let's actually change you back so I don't screw this up. And skills. Yeah, where is it? I would love to do her main attack, but battles never last that long. Alright, let's see. Who's over here? Oh, it's Simeon. Goddamn bastard.
Sorcery.
Ow. Okay, so, transfer. Oh wow, that's costly when you don't have the SB saver on. Oh, she can't boost, huh? Oh no, she's silenced. Oh, that sucks. I was gonna leg hold you.
This will help us.
That's a dagger, isn't it?
Ready.
Of course it is.
My turn now.
You're also weak to light, yeah? You know what? No, I'm gonna heal.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
I am ready.
Shit. I never checked the equipment after I changed party, did I? It should still be fine. Ow.
A do my best.
But it is light, right? No, it's not light. Is it fire? I guess it really doesn't matter. I guess we'll just put on fire.
Fire. What next?
Could be bow.
Raining arrows
Not bow.
upon me.
It's not bow. It's also not fire. That's fine, though. That's fine. Why? There you go. Break him. Nope. Definitely is not affected by elemental
Let
aid.
my arrows
That is
fly.
fantastic.
Windhild, fight with us.
Hold up. Why is that so strong? Because his defense is down. He lowered his own defense.
The hunt endeth.
What a fool! What an absolute madman. Did he lower his own defense, or was that me? Do I really need these? I don't think I need these, but I'll put them on anyways. I'll get that axe up, sure. There you go. I guess the axe would be the way to go when we do her stuff. Huh. How are we doing on everything else here? We could probably buy some stuff with her. I don't think BP Eater actually affects the rune damage either, does it? Get Elemental Edge? Elemental Edge. That is... what is that? Is that Rune Lord? I think that's Rune Lord. You know what? Where is SP Saver? There. We're actually gonna have to switch out Primrose, I think. Yeah, to Starseer, why not? And then you can go here. You look like a badass. Just in case I need to use you at some point. Dauntless. It's the last one? Oh. There you go. And then up there. Make sure the equipment's set. Not set. Any other stronger elemental ones? No. There you go. Make sure there's no stronger elemental attacking ones. Not. Huh, okay. That's fine. Yeah, they come in here. There. Alright, that should help. I would imagine that would help. Lore time! From the diary of Lord Geoffrey Azelhart. I kept my faith, I stayed true to my conviction until the... And why is this from Dad? Is Dad here? Several years before my death, a shadow fell upon my dear noble court. A shadow known as the Obsidians. They brought with them sweet words and false promises, but I would not lend them my ear. Once they came to understand that I would not be swayed by their way of thinking, they came after my life time and again. I would not allow myself to be daunted. I dug deeper into the truth and to uncover their intentions, their ties, and the mastermind behind their villainy. And my search eventually led me to learn of the Gate of Finis. In the end, I was murdered by the men who caught wind of my discoveries, yet I do not regret my actions. I lived true to the words of my house and did all that I could for the sake of my people. My sole regret is that I have left Primrose alone to pick up the pieces of this broken life I had left behind. My precious daughter should not have to bear such a burden on her shoulders. Primrose, you stood before my grave and told me, did you not, that you had lived true to what I had taught you? You are strong, my daughter. You found your own cause and purpose, and the purpose you found was the continuation of my very own. You carried on in my footsteps and finished what I started. My dear Primrose, when I think of how much you must have suffered all alone, all I can do is beg you to forgive me. Now the time has come for you to lay down your own burden and rest. It is time you forget about me and find happiness, a happiness of your own this time, for I will always be with you, Geoffrey Azelhart. That is extremely tear-jerking. Also, why was that your diary and not Simeon's? I guess it doesn't matter. But still, We good? We're good. Oh, it's you. Ready to pick the fight with the wrong guy.
I am ready.
Fire?
Ignis Orsterra.
No. Why am I forgetting your guys' weaknesses so easily? Like, seriously. Is it light? It might be light.
Defeated. Oh, sacred light.
It's not light.
What next?
Is it bow?
Rain and arrows up on.
It's bow. No, the bow lowered the defense. Oh my lord.
Rain and arrows up on them.
That is just
I am ready.
fantastic. Oh.
Beyond boundaries.
Oh. Oh. Fantastic. Let's see, shall we? I love it.
Letting my arrow.
I love all of it.
fly true.
I mean, this one's not going to do too much. Did enough, though.
I am ready.
All right, Primrose. Go for it. Fantastic. So,
What to do?
I guess I don't really need BP either, huh? You need a little bit more help there. I don't know how we can give that to you. He says as he punches a box off his desk. Oh, he's dead. Who would have
The
thunk it?
hunt endeth.
Ah, this is nice. I feel like a god. Did I over level? From the Diary of Grand Crossroad part the second. All hope was lost. My beloved was gone forever. I had finally finished the elixir, but it was too late. Mere days too late. My one true love had drawn her last breath just as I was racing back to her side, medicine in hand and heart filled with a renewed hope. For 3 days and 3 nights, I lost myself in tears, a river of tears too deep and raging for me to ford my way across. It was after the funeral that the woman found me, LeBlanc. She called herself LeBlanc, yeah. In the depths of my anguish, my life bereft of all meaning, she asked me a simple question, terrible in its implications. Wouldn't you like to see your beloved once more? That insidious offer, a mere whisper in the wind, took hold of me. Try as I might, I could not close my eyes to it. If it would mean seeing my loved even once more, then I would give my very life without regretting. LeBlanc spoke of the Gate of Finis, which separates this world from the next. If I could find it and cast it open, I could bring my beloved back to my side. I had heard the legend before, of course, but for the first time I found myself desperate to believe them. Begging the help of one of Kit's companions, I set out to the southeast. How old is Kit? It was a fool's journey, but what else remained to me of a fool's hope? On my way, I passed through the village of Clearbrook. There I came across a young boy stricken with illness and lingering just outside death's door. Convolutions wrecked his small frame, and his skin was molted with a purplish pox. I recognized the symptoms once. How could I not? It was the same foul malady that stole my beloved from me. I felt the touch of fate in this meeting. Though I had not been in time to save my true love, I still carried the elixir I had labored so long to create, a remedy that could do nothing for her now. There was no doubt in my mind what I must do, and so I treated the boy with my medicine. When I looked at the boy's face, finally at peace and in calm repose, I saw my beloved again, and in her gentle eyes I found forgiveness. I hope I can do that too someday. Such were the boy's words to me. When he was strong enough to speak again, he told me that he wished to follow in my footsteps and become a great apothecary. His words were a reward I never expected, and in that moment I felt as though my journey was perhaps not a fool's one after all. I left what remained of the elixir and the rest of my medicines behind with the boy. I set out once more, turning my feet again to the Gates of Finis. Little did I know that I was making the greatest mistake of my life. Alright, you know what? Today's is probably going to be a longer episode because I think we're going to finish these ones. I'm actually going to go get a drink first, though. Alright, we're all healed up, right? Yeah, that's good enough. Probably. So who's next?
Time for the main event.
Earhart?
I am ready.
No, Darius! Darius, you're weak to fire, aren't you?
Ignis Arter.
No. Why do I keep thinking everyone's weak to fire? Is it light? Your items have been stolen. Oh, shit. Oh, that might be a problem.
Feel the power. I'll not be defeated.
Hail more?
Bring about the miracle of healing.
Probably. Ow. Probably definitely leg lock him.
What next? Better than a snare.
Ice?
I am ready.
Or light?
Lux Conjurer.
No? Okay. Well, this is getting kind of awkward.
Let in my arrows fly.
Arrows?
Rain and arrows.
God
up
damn
on
it.
them.
We're gonna wait a turn, I think, to see. Wind? It's wind! Okay.
Well then,
That's great. Do I need to heal? Not really. That's fine. Not fine! Oh, that's actual bullshit. Because... yeah, that's actual bullshit. Alright, well that's fine. Is it fine? I mean, not really. You're weak to daggers, you absolute fool. So let's go ahead and wind it up.
wind.
We're gonna get our items back when, like, we break him? I hope so. You retrieved your items! Oh, Haunted! Good job, Haunted.
This will
Alright, let's end this poor bastard. Beautiful.
I am ready.
Oh, fantastic. I'm gonna need a heal, though.
holding back nothing. Windhill, fight with us.
Am I gonna need a heal? I don't know. Probably.
Well then,
Are you in the red? You're in the red. Come on. Ooh. Oh. Shit. Yeah.
The dog might have hard.
You missed all those times? I need to get accuracy on you, apparently. That's fine. That's fine. Why is that fine, Chronos? Because I can just revive her ass. She doesn't have the thingamabob anymore, but also fine.
I am ready.
He's dead anyway, so that's fine.
The show is over.
Save me a few items there. Oh. From the records of the House Ravis. From the time of my first memory, I recall my father lecturing me on the origins of our house, on what it meant to be the head of House Ravis, and on what it was I must give my life to protect. My father had heard the same from his father, and his father from his father before him. The House of Ravis is blessed with many treasures, and many who covet them. To one born in the House of Ravis, such things are as natural and given as the blue of the sky above us. We are blessed with great treasures, and it is our duty to protect those treasures from those who would use them for ill. And among all the treasures, were none greater than the Dragon Balls, aka the Dragon Stones. The Dragon Stones were bestowed upon the first Lord Ravis by the legendary King Beowulf. Beowulf first of Hornburg, and they had been passed down in our family ever since. The stones are said to have come from a land far to the east, and they are worth far more than their weight in gold, but that is not where their true value lies. The power sleeps within them, and it makes them valuable beyond mortal comprehension, for the name Dragonstone is not simply simple fancy. No simple fancy. The stones house a power of a great worm, whose name they bear. It is said the great sorcerer Odin Crossword used the power of the Dragonstones to seal shut the Gate of Finis. Crossword had campaigned together with King Beowulf and aided him in the founding of Hornburg. My father, when he was still with us, once told me, power in itself is neither good nor evil. True. It is man who wields the blade who decides whether he fights for good or evil. That is why King Beowulf entrusted the stone to the man he trusted above all others, the loyal knight who would become the first lord of House Ravis. Great power can bring about boundless good and unfathomable evil. It is the duty of our house to keep the Dragonstones safe and protect them from those who would wield them for the dark ends. Yet given enough time, great power will always awaken a hunger in others who would claim it for themselves. Once the Dragonstones came to House Ravis, there was no need for those who lusted after them, not to mention our many other riches. Even kith and kin cannot be trusted to stand against such temptations. Once a rumor reached my ears that suspicious parties were inquiring into the whereabouts of the stones at the behest of my own relatives. It may have been those who sabotaged the carriage my wife and I were riding in did so at the bidding of my own blood. Oh, my poor Cordelia, what has become of you? You are too gentle to ever doubt another. I fear that many will draw near to you, cloaked in the guise of kindness, and seek to deceive you. So this is Cordelia's father. Cordelia, I can protect you no longer. No matter how I try to call out, my voice cannot reach you on the other side. Yet this I hope you know. Though a time may come when you are betrayed by one you trust, I believe your heart will not falter. You will not lose your faith in people, and this is for the best. For there are those truly worthy of your unwavering trust, and you will find them and keep them close at your side. I held on to such faith, and I was rewarded with a loyal companion with 1,000 other men. Heathcote has been true to me in all things. Surely such a friend will also appear before you, one worthy of your faith. And so I beg of you, Cordelia, never stop believing in others, for it is this faith that will save you in the end. Okay, I kind of thought when we first got here it was just going to be bad guys. But then we saw, like, Primo's dad and, like, Cordelia's father and, you know. So it's like, oh, okay. And, yeah, it's, like, kind of interesting. Like, I kind of thought we were going to be seeing the diaries of the people we beat, but I guess not. Well, hi, Dragon. What's your diary going to be? Also, what is your weakness? I'm going to assume it's ice.
I am ready.
Why? Why not? I probably should have healed, by the way.
Gracious Cordell.
It is ice, but you're locked in, you dick. Here I go.
Feel the power.
So, dagger?
I'll do my best.
Maybe I'm gonna... I don't need a heal. Smash him. Okay. No, that didn't work.
If thou darest.
Oh, let's try bow.
Raining arrows up on.
I was really kind of hoping that we'd get the fence down on him. Let's try dagger. No dagger. Oh, we should have legged. Excuse me, you dick. I forgot you could do that.
What to do?
So it is ice. Is it light also?
Light.
Oh, I need to heal. It is light.
Letting my arrow fly.
And spear, maybe? Not spear. Ah. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Letting the hunt.
Probably should have revived her, you're right. We're kind of in a little bit of a position. Patience.
Letting the hunt.
Axe? No, it's axe. Who would have thunk?
Coming if thou darest.
Yeah. Revive her.
Using this.
That was my neck if you heard that, sorry. Okay, so they come back next turn. Ow. Okay. Why would I do that? Just cast light. So we need to come back here, transfer rune,
Feel the power.
because we're gonna put light on those two.
What next?
And then over here, Okay.
I will not be defeated.
And then you can just heal more, I think. Yes.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
What next?
And you get a turn there. And we can just cast a light spell on you.
My turn now.
Still good, baby.
I am ready.
And you know what? We'll break him.
Lux Conjurer.
The next turn, we're gonna go all out because we can.
What to do?
So transfer light,
Light.
Coming.
and then
if thou
you know what?
darest.
Do this.
Rain an arrow.
Please put the defense lowering on. No, okay, fine. That's fine. That's fine. I didn't want you to lower the guy's defense. Rude.
Ready.
Rude. Yeah, that's fine.
My turn now.
He's in the yellow. That's also completely fine. Beautiful.
I will not be defeated.
And then we'll go all out with this, and hopefully he dies.
Fight for this.
There we go.
The hunt endeth.
I really wish there was a save point. Just a little bit. A little bit. From the Diary of Grand Crossroad, Part the 3. The 3, huh? Part the 3rd. How could I have been so wrong? All I thought of was bringing my beloved back to the world of the living. When LeBlanc told me such a thing could be done, I was all too willing to swallow her pretty words. The moment that I arrived before the gate, I felt a finger of ice run down my spine. Even if my mind had been too slow to recognize it, my very blood was repelled by the gate, or more precisely, by what lay beyond it. When I struggled to catch my breath, LeBlanc sketched out a magic circle on the ground, and with practiced ease, as she traced each twisted line and rune, her hand never faltered. How many times must she have prepared for this moment in her heart of hearts? It was at that moment I realized just how she had longed for this moment, how fiercely she desired to see the dark ritual to completion. Only by this ritual may the gate be opened. It will not be pleasant for you, but you must bear it if you wish to see your beloved once more. So LeBlanc spoke as she led me to the center of the magic circle. As she began the ritual, the first thing I felt was a great pain that struck my entire body at once. It was followed by a strange sensation like nothing I have ever experienced. I felt myself stretching and swelling from the inside out. From the corner of my eye, I saw my own hand changing into something foreign and awful. Then the fear. LeBlanc watched my transformation with a glow in her eye. It was then I knew this ritual was not intended to open the gate and bring my wife back to me. Yet I know what truly lies beyond the Gate of Finis. That horror is what LeBlanc sought to bring back to this world, and I was to be the vessel. I would be lying if I said I had no idea this was coming. My conversation with LeBlanc had led me to suspect that this ritual would not work for just anyone. It seemed that she needed my blood, the blood of House Crossford, descended from an ancient line of sorcerers. That is why I must be the one to prevent her plan from succeeding. If I fail, she will only turn her sights upon my dear kid. Okay. No, I cannot allow this. So while I realized before the end what LeBlanc intended, I continued to accompany her in her aims so that I could see the truth of the ritual for myself, and foil it however I could. Little did I know I was dealing with a power far, far beyond any mortal's control or conception. I felt my own sense of self growing faint and distant, and something else entirely filling me. I resisted it with all that I had, but that presence, to that thing, a being like myself, a fragile human spirit, could be crushed so easily as an insect beneath your heel. Then, just before my mind was completely consumed by the darkness, I saw the smiling face of my wife and son one last time. I screamed. The memory of my life gave me the power to resist at the last critical moment. I imagine LeBlanc herself did not think I would ever strike back at her, but I had already grown far stronger than I had been as a man. Even when I only managed to land a single blow on her, I cut her deep. She staggered back and the ritual was interrupted. This was my chance. All I need to do is chase after her. Oh. Okay. Yeah, the way the letter started, the go there. Chase after her as she flees and cut her evil at the root, bringing everything to an end. This is what I must do, but where am I going? Why am I turning to something else, something less and less human? And so I wander to land without aim. There are periods of time I cannot remember. I come back to myself surrounded by destruction. No memories, but I know it was me. These blackouts grow more frequent. They come for me now. No, stay your hand. I am no monster. I am a man. I am a man. Okay. Am I gonna get a save point at any point? I'm not gonna go through that door this time. But yeah, okay. So, I mean, trying to think. We didn't fight Red Eye, right? Here, but that doesn't mean anything. There was a lot of bosses we didn't actually fight here, but it kind of leads me to believe that might have been Red Eye, because remember Han, it's just like this, like I can't sense the heart of this beast or monster, even though I can sense the heart of all monsters and beasts. So that would imply Red Eye was, well, at first there I thought Red Eye was like something beyond beast or monster, like a demon of some sort. That's why she couldn't sense its heart, but I guess it might have been Graham Crossford. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, press like and below. If you're not subscribed yet, want to get my videos so I can check out some of the content, see if it's your liking. Once again, thank you for watching. Hope you all have a great day.